Bang, let's get it. Nah, it ain't no bang, let's get it. Bro, this is how the board's been looking for the last couple of days. The last 4 days, well, at the time that I record, no value, no trends. Well, you already know, headed up to the end of the season. And then even before the last game, well, the last day of the regular season, with all those games that needed to be played, even with a ton of teams still needing to have work done, there wasn't a ton of value. At no point throughout the night, I'm waiting up to 2 a.m. to catch some lines, but I'm able to wake up and catch lines to put some plays in. Smack that today if you follow me on Picket. Or if you caught that slip on Dabble today, we cracked that too. But bro, there's no value. I'm on Dabble with it. I'm on Daily Grind Fantasy. You already know. Like, we could check Prize Pit. We might have to start playing esports. When does the WNBA start? I was checking my stats and we did good on that. It was all sharp plays, you already know. I'm not sure I was like riding trends heavy then, because as the MLB and the WNBA go along, there's a ton of value available. We might have to jump back into esports, but the parameters still in place. I need 2 data points and I want the bitches to be where they need to be depending on what book it is. But bro, the MLB should have a ton. I mean, there are plays out. The plays are out, but there's no value. Like, none of these are valuable enough to be put in on player props. Now, with that said, I'm not sure about most of you, but I'm in Florida, and if you're in Florida, bro, Chalkboard is back. Chalkboard is a straight book now. Is a sports book now. They've always been a dynamic site. They've always been a dynamic payout site with the alt lines, probably the first of their kind, or that I was introduced to. But now you can play straight plays. You could bet on individual player props, game lines, totals, over-unders, all that shit. Know what I mean? So they just give us, in Florida, another place to play straight plays. Now, with that said, when I do find some value, which I would usually get at any time throughout the day, and I could pop my one-offs, Hard Rock Bet, Chalkboard, and Fliff, bang, let's get it. But I was just gonna walk through this bitch and show you that there's no value. I mean, there's a ton of plays. We got a lot of baseball games, but there's nothing here. And then you already know, we go over to pickfinder.app. The code is ReallyRico. You get 10% off for life if you're interested in Pickfinder. I'm on the projections. Check out the MLB. And as far as the trends go, I know we're like 10 games in or whatever, or more. Probably too early to start with any hit rate type shit. You know what I'm saying? Or just riding players that's hot. But as you can see, none of the lines are where I want them to be. Like, I like Jackson Cheerio. He's been on fire. I think he hit a home run in, what, couple straight games or some shit. But I'm not riding anything. I'm not playing any of this that have a 90% hit rate outside of Jackson Cheerio. It's a fantasy score on Prize Picks. Like, come on. That's not what I'm looking for. And then if I look to my unders, you already know unders is where we at. I'm looking for under pitching out strikeouts. Not really unders, but the lines that I want to bet on MLB is pitching outs, strikeouts, hit runs, and RBIs. I'm not sure, just like looking at my stats from last year, just seeing like what the most profitable plays were, or shit that I can find a ton. But there's just not a ton of value, and we're not looking at NBA here, so there's a difference when you're looking at the 90% hit rates and shit like that. We can catch players on a hit streak. We can catch players that's running on a long ass hit streak, or vice versa. But still, my plays are pitching outs, total bases, hit runs and RBIs, and strikeouts. And we can sort through that, of course. I'm gonna get rid of this and just go see what we got. Look, pitching outs. I'm only doing pitching out, hits, runs, and RBIs. Pitcher strikeouts. Earn runs. I like earn runs too. Earn runs allowed. And hits allowed. It's really about all of the pitcher plays, man, that I like, to be honest. Look at, well, give me the last 10, which is not important at this stage, especially for pitchers. You know, the bitches on the play like every 3 or 4 days, but we're looking for any discrepancies with the books, and we don't find any not to go over. Let's check out if we have any to go under. Absolutely not. So you get what I'm saying, bro? Like, I don't have any insight. I do not know what's going to happen. If there's no value, what am I playing? Until I get right before the game, and then Optimal starts spitting out 100 plays a minute. Optimal, the link is in the description. This motherfucker spits out, so every every inefficiency that it finds, depending on how many books you have selected. I should have about 7 books selected, but as of right now, these games are on the 15th. These games are on Tuesday. Dyson Daniels over 3.5 assists on Dabble. Same with Onyeka, over 1.5 assists on Dabble. We got Trae Young under 10.5 assists. That bitch was everywhere. But it looked like Underdog got the best price at -116. If you put that bitch on a 6-pick flex play, I think is what the -116 is. However, you see everywhere else. Same with Dabble. Dabble, that's a 3-pick entry at -122. But you see it's the best price if you're looking to play it straight up. I just told you that Hard Rock, I just told you that Chalkboard is now a straight book. So, and their lines are tricky to convert because it'd be like 1.75x, 1.75 times, which converts to, I don't know, -133 or some shit like that. I was looking at that chart trying to memorize those shit so I can convert them quickly when I'm going over to see if Chalkboard has the best price. But bro, I'm making this video to show that I haven't made videos because this is how the board's been looking. I have dropped some plays. I have done decent. You can go find me on Picket. But I wasn't able to share those or drop those in the, you know what I mean? Drop those in the video because this is just a weird time at the moment. Wait till the playoffs start. A ton of value will come. I'm looking for plus EV shit. It ain't always the time to play plays that have a 90% hit rate unless you ongoing in the season, especially NBA going into the playoffs. And as far as the MLB, bro, I told you I'm on the pitcher shit, and it's just not any value. I think I'm gonna have to hop over to shit like Betr and Price Picks to catch whatever I can. We on Betr right now, and you can see that for the Tuesday game, the Magic game, they got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. They like his line everywhere to go under everything. And everybody's on Trae Young under 10.5 assists. I mean, Trae Young is valuable under 10.5 assists on most books, is what I meant to say. But man, it ain't happening for us. It ain't happening for us right now. There's just not a ton of value when in the middle of the night, at the time that I'm recording. I gotta point that out. Not saying that there's no value all day, but this is why I like Optimal.bet, because this bitch will spit. This bitch spits and it's come directly to my phone. And look, I just talked about Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. They got his line under everything almost, except his 3-point made is at 1.5 on Underdog and on Dabble. But again, that game is for Tuesday. Like, so I don't even have plays that I'm about to go drop right now unless you were doing some esports shit, but I'm not. I'm looking for MLB joints, and it's just no value everywhere we go. I'm looking for MLB plus EV plays. None of this is valuable enough to play. I'm literally making a video with no plays, but I wanted to show you why. If anything, like, you can see like the games is coming up, bro. Bro, I played on Chalkboard. I played alt lines. I lowered everybody's points. Well, 4 of the stars on all the teams, like Anthony Edwards, Steph Curry, and a couple others, and that shit smack. That's kind of what I miss about Chalkboard, trying to get a little quick flip on your money, even though the odds are shitty if you make those alt lines, obviously, but still, a win is a motherfucking win. But bro, there's no value, there's no trending plays, there's not really anything to really get down on. I'm not greedy. I can wait until literally Optimal starts spitting, and then obviously Daily Grind Fantasy make their adjustment. I mean, Daily Grind Fantasy will spit depending on what book it is, Price Picks, Underdog, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at this, bro, nothing. None of this shit is valuable enough to play. And I don't know why, but I thought that I would make a video that showed that we ain't got shit to play, bro. Hey, where's my motherfucking, hey, but still, you already know. Oh, you see my shit scrolling. First time users, download Dabble, use code RICO. You get $25 to play with right now. Until they send me a notice that they change it back to $10, it's $25. You should jump all over that. And you already know the pickfinder.app. Use code ReallyRico for 10% off every single month. I'm ReallyRico, you already know. Let's get this dough, bruh. Peace. Hey, you should follow me on Twitter or on Picket so you can catch the plays that I drop. I try to make a couple of videos, some short shit every now and then, but that don't always happen. But I always drop some plays. I'm always gonna put some shit in. despite if I make a video or not. I'm out.